Hi, I'm Pooja. I'm a women's executive and leadership coach. Do you ever feel like you have simply too much on your plate? Like the report that needs to go out before the deadline, the meetings you want to set up with senior leadership because you want to build influence and visibility within your org, the new tool that you want to set aside time to learn, and let's not forget the deep work time, the time to build that strategic muscle that I'm always telling all my clients to do. There simply is too much. And now normally when we're inundated, the advice given is prioritize. What you need to do is prioritize. But even in the examples I just provided to you, it's kind of tricky because all four of those things seem really important. And so making the time or knowing when to start can really get you stuck and sort of paralyzed, or you're heading into a cycle of burnout. Today, I'm going to go through a handy prioritization tool courtesy of BJ Fogg at Stanford that you can walk through in these situations. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab a piece of paper and draw a line vertically down the middle and one horizontally across the middle as well. And on the vertical line, we're going to call the top of it, the north part, high impact, and on the bottom, low impact. And then on the horizontal or x-axis, if you will, here's we've got the dandy thing. We are going to look at this is your high ability. This is low ability. So the two metrics I'm picking are the impact to the org or the goal that you have, and here, your ability to do the item. So let's talk through an example I just gave. Let's talk about the report, for instance, that's due by the deadline. Now, if the goal here is you want to do your job really well, this report is part of that. And therefore, it would fall under a high impact. Now, because you've been producing this report very often, it's easy for you to do, and therefore, you have a high ability. So likely that item or that task is going to fall into this quadrant. Let's pick another example. Maybe it's meeting with senior leaders to build your influence and your visibility within the org. In this case, this could also still be high impact because you're like, it's my career growth. It makes a big difference, right? But then when you look at the ability side, you're like kind of shy. I haven't been doing this a lot, kind of dreading this. And therefore, on this paper scale, you would have a lower ability. So maybe that item would fall into this quadrant. So what I want you to do or recommend is all of those items, map them out on this scale. And then at the end, the ones where you start, the things that you prioritize the most are going to be the ones that fall into this top right quadrant. Because as you will notice, it indicates all the things that will have the highest impact to your goal and you have the highest ability for them to do. So this is a natural starting point. The visibility, the making the meetings, also super important. But right now, getting that report out by the deadline, number one priority. Now, the neat thing about this chart is that you can change what's important. Usually the impact vertical axis stays the same, but on the x-axis, if you're dealing with budget constraints, it can be low cost here, high cost there. And therefore, you would again prioritize things that are a lower cost and higher impact for you to start at. Another way to categorize this could be time management. You could be like, I only have so many hours in the day, as we all do. But again, here it would be a low time commitment, a great or high time commitment. Again, the place to start, things that fall into this quadrant. So hopefully this tool is a great way to get you kind of moving and unstuck when you feel like there's simply too much on your plate. So if you find yourself struggling, hopefully this tool will be a great help. But if you feel like you want some more support and a collaborative partner to help you get through those moments when there is simply too much and help you set boundaries and how to set priorities, give me a call and let's see if we can connect and make something work so that you can get unstuck and be as effective as you want to be. I hope that was helpful. Until next time.